Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for your next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind, of course, this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I do more than appreciate your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. You know what to do. All right, and I do want to remind you that this is meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, beginning around when you are guided or drawn to this video, not just following when I post it. So it's a bit timeless in that sense. But we do have the cleanse card. I just split it for a reason, okay? There's a need to wrap oneself up with water in the next 48 hours for you particularly. I need to cleanse your energy. I just feel like you could be thinking about past levels of rejection, or you could be even rejecting other people, I feel the need to say, or an opportunity. I do sense that you're attracting a lot at this time, and so there's the option to reject if you so choose. But I feel like there's also this feeling of things just kind of flying past you at a certain point, or multiple points in the next 48, where you're needing to just be one with certain experiences, okay? You may feel like you're moving slower than things are being attracted to you, or just floating on by you, or speeding on by you, to go with what we were just saying. I feel like you need your space in a sense, but you're also at times feeling like you have too much space. Does that make sense? Where you desire a level of connecting with people, you desire a level of that space to be filled up in one way, shape, or form. Listen to what your heart is telling you. Didn't expect that one. I feel like there's levels of success and forewarning taking place, okay? The fire colors coming into play, but mainly orange and yellow. You may be drawn to wear or utilize those colors in one way, shape, or form. We need you to recognize the brightness that you bring to other people's lives. Or remember this, there's levels of success that come to be from when you put yourself out there in the open, or just in a vulnerable situation, or just try to help people, right? Or just do what you have to do. And then you just see the return quite instantly or progressively over time, okay? Watch it grow. Watch it grow is what I'm getting. Watch it grow. The spirit's saying stop checking yourself out. Anyways, there's a level of creativity coming into play with your next 48 hours. But I do feel like the colors black and purple as well coming into play, okay? They're saying mainly purple. It's a very spiritual, very royal kind of color. But I do feel like there's a connection to the sun coming into play. There's a level of feeling quite happy for the most part, or at certain points, but sensing there's a lack of something or another. For some of you, it could be a lack of color, okay? This may be part of why you're being pushed to feel an attraction to, or just a oneness, weird wording, with certain levels of color, okay? Whether it comes to your clothing, certain art, social media posts, you name it, even certain tarot or oracle decks, I want to say. Okay, let's move on to the Light Seers deck. Where is it? Well, I need to clean up my cards. Here we go. For Aquarius, the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, quite independent. Okay, didn't love that moment, but it came out that way for a reason. I do feel like you're experiencing certain levels of chaos surrounding you energy-wise, or you're just thinking past it, or you're thinking back to past levels of bad energy, chaos, even thinking about a past situation that was very competitive in certain ways. I do feel like there's something where you know there is a level of competition, or just a lot of people who do what you do, right? Even if it's not how you do it, where you're succeeding. Okay, I just feel the need to say, and you're successfully surpassing certain people in certain ways, or just outshining other people. I do feel like you're allowing for oneself to recognize at certain points in the next 48 that you deserve the success, partially because you've been through so much bullshit, okay? And I know that was quite blunt, but it's just coming out for a reason. I do feel like as well there's going to be a reminder of what's not meant for you. People, places, situations, you name it. Whatever you've been contemplating taking on or acquiring, trying to manifest, I do feel like there's options flowing in. Did I not say in the beginning you're attracting a lot at this time? And so therefore that comes with certain options that aren't meant for you, okay? And puts your intuition to a test, or it tests you to see if you're going to trust your intuition. It also puts you in a place where you're meant to tap into that knowledge, that bank of knowledge, right? And experience that you've had up until this point. We know you've been wrapped up with certain people in general in situations that weren't right for you, right? Or just treated you poorly. And so this is partially playing into the next 48 hours in certain ways. We will remind you of a similar type of person or situation that did you wrong or just wasn't right for you, and it ended in a way that you didn't expect or didn't like, or it just progressed in the way that wasn't healthy for you if you're not going to trust your intuition. So just trust it, okay? But there's a vibe where in your alone time or just your moments of independence, striving towards different levels of success, right? Or just more of what you've achieved recently. You're being reminded of what you left behind, okay? In a recent big change, or just whether it was work, home life, people you've left behind. It could be more than one of what I just mentioned, kind of wrapped up into one big change. But I do feel like you're also being pushed to a moment of taking care of oneself, independence. Even you may be pushed to step away from your work at a certain point for certain reasons. I'm getting the word health, but as well, I do feel like you're being pushed to recognize when a situation needs you to step away, okay, for the health of that situation or just for your own individual health. I do feel like there needs to be a priority of oneself and your energy. Again, cleanse. When you find yourself taking multiple showers in a day, or just multiple baths, or finding yourself heading towards a body of water in a random moment of exploration and just adventure, don't be surprised, okay? We'll push you to where you're meant to be. Yeah, King of Swords. Remember we were talking about knowledge bank, your knowledge bank experience. You're being viewed as very wise. There's something you've been doing for a while, or just even beginning, and I feel like you're being viewed as someone who just knows what they're doing, knows what they're saying. You're very inspirational, okay? Why am I so serious is what I'm getting. Why am I so serious? There's points where you're going to feel as if a wish is being fulfilled, but there's certain question marks surrounding it, right? Or you're being reminded that a wish was initiated in certain ways, like the beginning stages of which, and there's still question marks surrounding it. But I do feel like there's also something that was fulfilled for you in a way, or again initiated, and therefore, and it's moving slowly, okay? You may find that you're just in the midst of a big wish fulfillment, like a new chapter, a new beginning, hearing move of residence for some, and that's feeling like things are progressing slowly in the midst of the beginning stages, or just wherever you are in that chapter. But there's a push to recognize at certain points that your connection to the sun is so damn healthy, but completion leads to happiness. Remember that. And that you deserve to feel golden, okay? That's coming out for a reason, but you also have the golden touch when it comes to your business, a project, hobby, even certain levels of communicating, okay? You don't have to overdo it. There's a simplicity about what you accomplish, what you wrap oneself up in the next 48 that just feels right, okay? We'll forewarn you if there's going to be a choice that you're feeling guided towards that's wrong. I even feel like you may be prevented from going a certain way, say you're walking or driving, and even in another sense along your path, but more so just in a directional sense, right? Where you're heading throughout this 48 hours. We'll forewarn you if you're about to take a wrong turn, right? Or if you should just turn back. Interesting. But I do feel like underneath it all, it's the next 48 hours that is quite... there could be somebody in your mind, right? Or you could be just feeling creative and emotional in certain ways. But I do feel like it's the next 48 hours that reminds you in certain ways, you are elevating, my friend. You are floating through certain obligations and experiences with a level of ease and comfort, but just more so, I feel like a lot's going on behind the scenes that you're not speaking upon, but it's more evident through your eyes, through the words you speak than you realize, okay? But I do feel like you're one strong soul, and whatever it is, you can get through it, overcome it. Okay, a creative solution lies on the horizon, But what I was trying to get to in the beginning was your world is evolving, okay? And that is quite evident in the next 48 hours. And your changes as an individual takes a highlight in the eyes of others. And when it comes to social media, when it comes to your work, when it comes to conversations, when it comes to you holding back at certain points, I feel like there's part of you that's a bit restless as well. And I do sense that that could play into what's surrounding you energy wise, what you've been through, what you're going through. It'll be okay. I feel the need to say it'll be okay. Just remember that everything that's changing and developing at this time is taking place for a reason, okay? And has taken place for a reason. Hence a little bit of reflecting taking place. But I also did get the message what's meant for you will be for you. Period. And you need to trust and remember that, as I do feel like there's a lot you're mulling over in your head, heart and soul. I just feel like you're going to succeed in so many ways in the next 48, and you need to recognize that when it happens, okay? People are recognizing you, putting you a bit in the spotlight at certain points, and I feel like you're going to remember that you simply have it going on, and there's more success lying ahead for you, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. I am sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the next 48, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.